Friday afternoon. We are driving to the marina after work, going back to our boat after 3 weeks. The last you would have seen us is obviously last week in our video, but yeah, it's been 3 long weeks away from her and we are getting back on board with lots of jobs to get done. So yeah, we'll check in with you in the morning and fill you in on everything that's going down. Welcome back on board, Annabelle. We arrived super late last night. I took that video when we were all in good spirits, and then we got about 40 minutes down the journey and realized that we forgot all the linen for the bedding. Obviously after the trip we took all the linen off to go and wash it at home, which is easier, and yeah, rather than sleep on a stone cold bare mattress we decided to turn back. So yeah, we arrived really late, and then Paul just got stuck in making a fire because obviously the last time we left the boat we had 2 or 3 fires on the route while we were traveling, but it sort of is new for us, and we also are experiencing now the boat in much colder weather, so it's all going to be a learning experience. Luckily the fire was good. We had such a nice night's sleep and have woken up ready to go. Paul is busy sanding down the bathroom. We decided we'll start with the smallest room to paint first before we tackle the larger areas of the boat. So we are not painting from top to toe white, we just want to brighten and freshen it up. So we are doing some of the paneling and then leaving some of the wooden details like the window frames and that sort of thing wood. So we like the boaty feel, we like the look of the wood, but we just definitely think it's too dark and really feel it needs a brightening up. So that's what we're doing. We took 3 weeks away from Annabelle, so it's super exciting to come back. But basically before the trip was all about getting the actual on-the-go things ready so that we could move and sort of function with her as our home for the 2 weeks that we were away. And now we've got a deadline that before Christmas we'll be leaving the place that we rent and moving full-time on board. So we just want to do sort of the bigger makeover jobs so that it's easier to do without all our stuff in the way, and that's our deadline, is to get that done before then. The deadline is obviously determined by jobs and things like that. Paul's got a contract that ends in December. I just recently got some temp work, which I'm so grateful for. So yeah, that's all ending the beginning of December. So yeah, before Christmas we shall be full-time on board, but a lot to do before then, and yeah, a little bit more messy than just doing the drapes and the upholstery. If you're following, that's about all we got done when we were still in the exciting phase. But right now it is down to some hard work. So this morning Paul is hard at work sanding the bathroom. This is the first little area that we're going to paint.
Hopefully when you see me again it will be all nice and painted.
Stepping in to give you the full tour. I think it'll be nice to give you like a full before and after. So we've just sanded everything down. You can see everything's pretty dirty in here. So yeah, I will tell you what we've decided to do. We are obviously keeping some wood, as I said, and it's quite difficult to decide like where to start, where to stop, what to keep, what to paint over. But basically throughout the whole boat, the vibe is going to be walls white, ceiling white, and we are leaving the window frames and the portholes wood. We kind of like that vibe. As much as we want it to look like a home, it's still a boat, so we want to maintain its boatiness, if that makes sense. In the bathroom here, I'll just show you. These pieces are the original ones. This is the piece that we had to replace because obviously there was all the wood rot. So Paul put this new piece in. That's what we were doing when we were going along the Thames. You'll remember if you're following. And we, in the boat, are going to be leaving these wood and then have this white. But for the bathroom here, because it's not really scented or anything, we don't really feel the need to keep it wood. And also from taking it off and on, there's a little bit of damages here, so we're just going to put wood filler and just make the whole ceiling in the bathroom white. So yeah, these walls over here will be white, porthole frames left wood, all this kind of paneling here as well. It was hard to decide whether to leave it wood or to do it white, but we're just going to go all over white and keep it quite clean. This section here white as well, and where the lights go white, so that I'll tie in to where these lights are here and be white too. And then obviously leave this frame wood and this side wall. So much space in here to show you, but that side wall there will be white as well. So the only pieces that are remaining wood is the section behind the mirror, and obviously this little board behind the loo. And throughout the whole boat as well, the bottom half will all be wood and the top halves white. So we're hoping it's going to look good. It gets a bit different when we get to sort of the living area and the galley and what we're going to do in the bedroom, but we feel quite confident almost just experimenting with the bathroom, being that it's a small space, and seeing how it goes. So Paul's just going to mix the wood filler. You can see here there's little bits like this that are coming loose that he's just pulled out, so we need to fill that with wood. Yeah, there's just a few bits and bobs to fix up, and then we're ready to pram. Obviously having to wait for the primer to dry, but the first coat is on, it's fully primed, and so there's a break. It's been a bit of a drizzle all day, and so while that break is on, just coming to the front to fetch our pram cover. Paul is putting the bars back on. We had to get new fittings and drill new holes to attach the cover, because I think somehow the original owners must have damaged it. The one bar's got like a bend in it. I think we mentioned it in one of our very early videos, but anyway, it's a job that we've been needing to do and we finally got the right parts. So yeah, we're gonna try and get that up and see how it all looks. We do just have like a small worry because we washed all the covers, like we took them off and then we actually like pressure washed them, but some of the other ones that we put back on have they shrunk a little bit, so we're not sure what that's about, but holding thumbs that it goes back up and it fits and we'll have the back enclosed. We are totally struggling to put the pram cover back on. We started reading a forum that said try heat and then try wetting it, and that should make a significant increase in the size, and that we need to obviously install it with all the zips open, like there's a way to fitting it. So we're trying all the things. Paul's just got the hose pipe now and is giving it a good spray. So hopefully that works, because it like seems to have shrunk so much that it seems as though it's like not even for this boat. It's quite a few inches to go, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. We shall see. Good morning and welcome to the inside of our pram cover. We had a very hectic time trying to, sun is shining. Oh, that's better. Is it better? Oh, anyway, we'll just deal with it. Oh, seeing a spider. The inside of our pram cover, so we managed to get it up somewhat. We had a very hectic time trying to sort it out and figure it out. When we had put some of the original pieces on, as I said yesterday, they looked like they had shrunk, but we just got them to fit, and a similar thing happening with the rest of the cover. Obviously the one bar is bent because, I don't know, the previous owners must have hit something, and yesterday we figured out that the front bar seems to not actually be the one for this boat. But obviously we did not get this boat from the original owners. The brokerage didn't tell us anything about this. Anyway, and rather than go out the long way route just to find out something, at the end of the day we have to get it fixed. So we cut the front bar a little bit shorter, which seems to have worked, but it's still just like an inch or so to go, which is, yeah, frustrating. And we read some forums, people said to wet it, heat works, like helps to like stretch it back. But yeah, I don't know if by the time this video goes out we'll have sorted it out by then, but if not, I'll put it out there that if any of you guys are boaters and you know or have come across a similar problem with what seems to be shrunken pram cover, what on earth do you do about it? Is there a fix? We read that there's a certain way to install them, that you leave all the zips open, that the zips are there to provide tension, but yeah, we're still short, so we're going to see if we can maybe cut it a little bit off again, but otherwise it maybe looks like it'll do for now, and then we may just have to save up and get a new one fitted. We shall see. Paul at the moment is busy drilling at the front of the boat for some wires to go through for our internet connection, which seems to be quite bad. So yeah, that is a difficult job, and I will not film him because it is very stressful. Seems everything is stressful when it comes to a boat. Like, it's definitely worth it, but when it's decorating and like sort of getting those things underway, arguing about what you're actually going to do, and then doing it together and all of that stuff, like, it's very, very intense. So yeah, we haven't had it for 3 weeks, but now we're back in the thick of it, and it's just like, oh, when will it ever end? But we're getting there slowly, which is good. Yeah, I'll show you the bathroom. It's got 2 coats of primer, so just going to give that a light sand, and then it's ready for the finishing touches. Oh, there goes the drill. See you in a bit. Ta-da! So we've got the first coat of the final coat on. It's hard to film in here obviously, but looking pretty good. We took the tape off because we were scared to leave it until we come the next time in case it takes off any of the varnish of the wood bits that we've left. But super happy with how it's looking. Yeah, painting was quite therapeutic. I think it's quite nice painting a boat as opposed to walls. It doesn't feel so overwhelming because it's easy to reach the ceilings and that sort of thing. So it's been quite enjoyable. And obviously just exciting, like seeing some big changes come about. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you'd like to see the rest of our boat makeover, and if we finally get the pram cover to fit, yeah. Lots of ifs, but yeah, subscribe, like this video, and send us your comments. We just absolutely love hearing from you every week. It's so nice, and if you have advice, we'll take it, and otherwise just get in touch. We really are enjoying this little community that we're building, so thank you so much.
So while Melissa was painting, I drilled the holes and put in for our wireless system. So I'm mounting over here. So it's got the antenna that goes up on the roof, and it's got space for a few SIM cards there so that we can get a few different providers. That
little hole that you can see there, well, not a hole, but it's covered now, but that's what he had to drill through. Kind of hair raising to drill through your boat for the first time, and sounded a bit crazy, but he's done a pretty good job, and it's all in. So hopefully some better reception now, and yeah, good to go.